The whole reason I did this program is like curiosity. I wanted to know what you mean when you talk about energy and moving energy. I'm like eternally curious about what's going on in my own brain and what this whole
Yeah.
human experience is. I just want to understand things because I find that when I understand them, I can be at peace with them.
And in the case of emotion, that's how you let go of some of the stuff that you've been holding on to, because it's connected to an emotion. After trauma, you disconnect from your body. If you want to achieve success, you have to do the boring work first. You have to do the uncomfortable thing day in, day out. If you want to see the view at the top of the mountain, you have to push yourself up. You have to go through the discomfort to get to where you want to be. And to where we want to be is letting go. This is based on the idea of discomfort, right? When you go to the gym, you have to put your muscles through some kind of pain, right? When you work out at the gym, you're literally tearing your muscle fibers and then they grow back stronger. And that's how your muscles get stronger. Muscle knots, right? When you have a muscle knot, if you squeeze it, if you press it, or if you like pinch it and you just hold that, press on it tightly enough, eventually it'll like spaz and then melt and dissolve. I don't know if you've ever felt that. If you want to achieve success, you have to do the boring work first. You have to go through and do the uncomfortable thing day in, day out, and then you'll get the result at the end. If you want to see the view at the top of the mountain, you have to push yourself up, and that's painful. It's uncomfortable. So the general pattern is you have to go through the discomfort to let go of stuff and to get to where you want to be. And to where we want to be is letting go.
The biggest driver for me in doing like the whole reason I did this program and stuff is like curiosity. I wanted to know what you mean when you talk about energy and moving energy. And I also am like eternally curious about what's going on in my own brain and what this whole human experience is. So I would say that's my main driver is like, I just want to understand things because I find that when I understand them, I can be at peace with them.
Yeah, being at peace internally, which is also going to allow you to be at peace, live a happier life externally, and just being more at peace internally within yourself, which for me was a big thing. Like I wanted to be at peace with my mind because I wasn't. I would say the root of all of these things is energy, right? Because that's what's behind everything. So as you learn to lean into the stuff that's going on inside your head, right? Which is exactly the same for me. Like I've always been curious about it. That's where the fun is. Like that's where we're doing these little like Jedi mind tricks to play with it. For me, that's always been or at least for the past several years, it's been a releasing of things that I don't want to be attached to anymore, a letting go of attachments. That's what that's been for me. For you, it sounds like it's going to be leaning into this auditory thing and figuring out how to incorporate that in your adult brain and life because you've suppressed it for decades. And so the reason why I said at the beginning, see if you can lean into that sound, make it longer, make it louder, right? Because that is in my mind how you would lean into something like that. That follows in my mind this pattern says we need the courage to observe a feeling and let it play out naturally, remembering that it's just a feeling. It can't kill us, even though it might be incredibly uncomfortable. So that example, when I felt that wave, that ball of just energy of emotion coming when I knew I was going to cry, I didn't let myself feel it. I pushed it down. Similar to probably with you and these sounds, right? Somehow you kind of push them down. You kind of tune them out, right? You didn't let it become and flow through you naturally. And so the process that we're going to be going through is doing that, letting it flow through us naturally, right? And in the case of emotion, that's how you let go of some of the stuff that you've been holding on to because it's connected to an emotion. Because with all the stuck energy in the body, like after trauma, you disconnect from your body. That's kind of what happens. So the goal is just reconnection at the end of the day.